never shines, the world dines, a smile on each face. As joy surrounds, come through the bounds, and I can feel them breaking free. For just this moment lost in time, I am finally me. Yet still I hide behind this mask that I have become. My blackened heart, scorched by flames, a force I can't run from. I look to you like a red rose, seeking the sun no matter where it goes. I long to stay where the light dwells, to guard against the cold that I know so well.
Stove, thank you for the subscription. Wowie zowie. It's a great way to kick things off. Welcome to Fire Emblem Three Houses. Yes, the expansion pass. Just gonna skip all this. Yeah, wow. Updates, add-ons. Oh my god, please. So I've been, I've played a few Fire Emblem games. I guess 4 of them. I wanted to do the 3DS ones, but due to technical limitations, that's not going to happen. At least not now. So I'm skipping ahead to Three Houses, which is certainly the biggest Fire Emblem game that I've played. And you've got 4 different story paths to go through. God, my first playthrough took me just shy of 90 hours. I promise that it's not going to take that long this time around. I swear. That came with a lot of grinding that I'm not going to be doing. At least, certainly not on stream. Let's see, what else do I have to say? I'm sure I'll think of it as I go along, so let's just get started with the new game. We're going to play on normal, because why would I... If I'm not going to be grinding, I'm going to take every advantage I can get. And then this is something they added back in Fire Emblem Awakening. Casual versus classic. I'm going to be sticking with casual. Casual just means that, if a unit is defeated in battle, they don't die permanently. They're just unusable for the rest of that battle. Classic is, it's what old Fire Emblem was. Before the 3DS. A unit dies, and then they're dead. They're just gone. Unless they're extremely important to the plot, in which case they just permanently off screen, or permanently off the battlefield. This file doesn't have online, so I don't think it's gonna work. So, no. I'm sure all those glowing lights in the middle of the battlefield are good. I guess suddenly we're Soul Calibur.
Do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die. 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 You took everything that I loved.
God, everyone just kind of standing around and giving them a very wide berth like that. Like,
He's
whoa.
gone now, Mother.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that.
Oh my. What could have brought you here?
All right, here we go. Oh.
I wonder how you got in here.
Got to turn on the auto advance, though.
It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
One of the big changes, this game is pretty much fully voiced, and it is markedly better than the last foray into Fire Emblem on this channel. Radiant Dawn's voice acting sure was some voice acting. Anyway, we've got to select a form. These are the two versions of the protagonist, Byleth. I'm going to say something real quick, and then I probably won't talk about it ever again, because I only really need to get into it once. So the thing about their designs, personally, I think they're both fine, but my problem with them is that they're not... What's the word I'm looking for? They're not cohesive with each other. If you know what I mean. Like, yeah, there are some similar elements, but I mean, you look at the female version, and it's very different from the male version. Like, just kind of in the center of the design. And I'm not a fan of that. I do wish that they had more in common. Honestly, I'm sure you could go in either direction, and either one would be fine. They're just a little too disparate, I think is the word I'm looking for. Anyway, we'll go with this one. This time.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you, anyway?
Alright. What are we? Let's say we're a
Do not
ghost.
deceive. You would do well to keep your wit in line.
Oh, she don't like that. Well, what about a demon? Does that work?
Do not deceive. You would do well to keep your wit in line.
I guess not.
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
Alright, we're gonna keep the name the same this time.
Huh. I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
Geez, I don't know. What's today? We'll just go with today's date. It doesn't matter that much.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange.
How strange indeed.
It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap. It is almost time to begin.
So we woke up a child. She asked us our name and birthday, and she goes immediately back to sleep. Well, alrighty then.
Hey, time to wake up. Were you having that dream again?
Meanwhile, here's Jeralt. We'll learn a little more about
Massive
him.
armies clashing on a vast field, right? There hasn't been a battle like that in over 3 centuries. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
So yeah, suddenly we've got a little exposition. We're a mercenary. His options were very similar,
Good
but
grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Jeralt, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there were a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
and what do you know? It wouldn't be a Fire Emblem game if you didn't start off fighting bandits. Just do a save right there. Got this loading screen with this classic Fire Emblem battle sprite on the bar. That actually moves with the tilt of your controller. It's a neat little touch. But anyway. We've got our tutorial battle to get through.
Before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
Movement, yeah. I think we understand the principles of movement.
Stay focused.
We do have combat arts available, but let's not worry about that just yet. So this is something I really appreciate. It gives you a nice preview. You can switch to whether or not you want to use a combat art, like on the fly. That number 3 is, well, like I said, I'll get into it later. How about that? Weapon durability. So this is something that's interesting, I think. In past Fire Emblem games, when a weapon breaks, it just disappears. It's done for. But this time around, they do stay in your inventory, and you can repair them. Highly unusual. Anyway. Bows can attack from long range.
Ready and willing.
But the further away they are, the less accurate they are. Let's get a little talk in first, though.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
Thanks, Claude. Alright. Just finish off this guy.
It was a good try.
Bookmark saves, tutorials. Okay. Bookmarks are actually pretty nice as a feature. Let's double check this. Yeah, you can suspend the game in the middle of battle. It's a temporary save. We're not going to get into it.
You have a strange aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
Alright.
I'll cut through. Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
Alright.
We'll advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
Yeah, we got terrain. And oops, I don't actually have anyone who can get into the terrain. That's fine. I know it's only the first battle, but I don't want to give the enemy the opportunity to get into the terrain, I think. But maybe it should be fine after all. There's actually one other nice feature. When you move a unit, when you're thinking about moving a unit to a certain square, you can see what enemies will try to attack them. That's a game changer. You don't have to guess anymore. So you can see, like right here, only one enemy will go after Byleth here if I put him right there. All three of them will go if I advance just one more tile. Or at least they'll try. I think that's neat. We'll do something like this.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
Yeah, I don't think we need to see all that much. So the terrain advantage is actually pretty hefty this time around. You do get, you know, it does tell you in the upper left corner there, but 30% evasion is pretty big. And then, of course, the added defense helps too at this point in the game.
This is a fine opportunity. There's the combat arts I taught you.
Here we go, combat arts. So combat arts, let's see, how am I going to do this? Well, just, I'll do a little of this before I get into the combat art.
How was that?
It's not luck, it's fate.
Alright, combat arts. They're... You'll get them from weapons... Well, not weapons. You'll get them from, you know, becoming proficient with a weapon, or sometimes a character's class. And wow, that was a doozy of a hit there.
Your support is appreciated.
Alright, I don't think we need to get too into the use of items. Just advance a little further.
Damn, why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
Oh good, Jeralt is actually
Attack when an ally
moving.
is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Alright, so that's one way to put it. So linked attacks are kind of a new thing. It's not strictly like supports, although supports are still a thing. But when an enemy is in the attack range of multiple units, you'll get a linked attack, which will raise your accuracy, your evasion, and possibly even your attack power. And anyone who's involved in a linked attack will get a support boost, you know, as long as they can have a support. So they don't need to be strictly next to each other to build supports. And that was also a thing about how this guy, he will drop his iron axe, or whatever good that is. Our axe user can already has an iron axe, so, you know, it's kind of whatever, but it's fine. Healing, no. Well, hold on. I just want to double check to make sure I won't die immediately. That's fine.
Hey, you with the blank stare! Out of my way!
Well, see, I didn't die right away.
What the? Aren't you Jeralt the Blade Breaker? What's a renowned mercenary like you doing here?
I'm the one who should be complaining. I'm caught up in the mess you started.
Oh boy. Wow. Good job, Jeralt. That's probably because the guy does have that terrain advantage that I didn't want him to have. But, oh well. I'll give him a little of this.
I'm gonna kill you where you stand.
Hey, our first level.
I expected as much.
Let's see here. Not a good idea. Actually,
Being mindful.
none of these are particularly good ideas. Where's that combat art? So this might be a good idea just because it also raises accuracy, and that's kind of important right now. I'm gonna do it. We're just gonna do it and be legends. Get a pretty decent level. Ah, and that's it. This is fine. Taking an axe to the spine, that's fine.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the Beginning.
That's a weird nickname to have.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning.
Original reasons. Hello. This is not a first playthrough. Strictly speaking. Some of the routes that I do are going to be first playthroughs. But, I've beaten one path. I got about halfway through another path, and, but I'm playing from scratch here. What are you talking about, Sothis?
I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd.
That is weird.
That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name?
Yeah.
That child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
Well, let's just go along with the bit.
Correct. You understand. You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
Alright, well, thanks, I guess. That is pretty handy.
There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
Yeah, we're getting some pretty solid plot armor here. So what will happen when time resumes?
Time begins again. The axe will tear into your flesh, and you will surely meet your end. How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do?
I mean, if time is frozen, it's a very... I mean, obviously that keeps us alive for now, but now can't be forever. So what if we ask her to turn back the hands of time?
Of course. I must turn back the hands of time. Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Well, that's a very vague and mysterious statement to make. How do you know I'm looking for any answers? This is a hell of a way to introduce a very valuable mechanic.
Hey, over here! Huh?
Hey, did you just...
Well, did I what?
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
I feel like I should be the one asking, who is this? Alright, 6 turns, that's... well, maybe not great, but whatever. It's fine.